another book in my collection. Scott Peck, People of the Lie. For those who don't know him, I may know him by his previous book, which was very popular, The Road Less Traveled. This was primarily a book about self-awareness and learning. I think the key element would have been delayed gratification out of that book. This was his one of his subsequent books, People of the Lie, where he starts to talk about religion and psychiatry, and starts the book off, as you can see here. This is a hazardous book, a dangerous book, sorry. This is a dangerous book. And I can understand why. He was treading on ground where you're bringing theology and psychiatry together. That's science and something that's not science, and hopefully getting away with it, as it were. If you do cross that line, which he did, it's very interesting that he puts across typically bad behavior in the guise of something evil. And if you've encountered any people in your life who are sociopaths or psychopaths, you will find that they tend to fall into what you would call in a religious category as somebody who is somewhat evil. They themselves don't think they are. They just are trying to get their needs met, but they have no sense of remorse if they do something wrong, and they have no very low quotient of emotion in order to have any sort of emotional response to a situation. So yes, they would probably be classified as evil in a religious context, but in psychiatry that's where we tend to put a label on it as sociopathy or worse. I read through this book and I marked it up as my usual manner in paper, in pencil, and towards the end there's an important section here where it says, what are we to do with the evil when their masquerade of sanity is so successful, their destructiveness so normal? First we must stop buying the masquerade, it goes on to say. Stop being deceived by the pretense. Which is true, in other words, buyer beware. When you're dealing with people, it's the same. And really, it's got a lot in there in the way of psychiatry, but of course you may have to read past the religious aspect depending on your denomination. You may or may not find that refreshing or otherwise. I just took it for the information it was. It was useful at the time. Back in the day, this is when books were a lot cheaper than they are today. And so there you have it, People of the Lie. Hopefully you'll get some truth out of it.